Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lanier County High School Bulldog basketball. Tonight's contest, your Lady Dogs and Bulldogs will be taking on the Colquitt County Packers from Moultrie, Georgia. They're calling out the starting lineups right now. Starting 5 for Lanier County is number 3, Daisy Jones. Number 21, Ansley Brogdon. Number 22, Gracie Brunel. Number 25, Tanasia Sermons. And number 35, Aniston Gano. Lady Dogs, as you can see, are dressed in their home whites. Colquitt County will be in the gold and black. We'll be joined momentarily by Clint Browning. He's down working for the tip-off club at the concessions at the rec football tournament that was held here today in Lakeland. So I think they're not going to do a national anthem this evening.
Well, it messed up last week, so.
Yes, so they may be. So Jeremy's on the air with me until Clint gets here. I'm sorry about that, Jeremy. Now we had an accident down on the baseline and got some folks down there trying to clean that up. As soon as they get that cleared up, the officials will get this thing started off. We got 3 veteran officials here tonight. I only know the name of one of them. One of them is Jeff. Jeff calls a lot of, I'm sorry, I don't even know his last name, but Jeff calls a lot of sporting events in South Georgia. We see him a lot in basketball, high school softball, high school baseball. The other 2 gentlemen that's with him, they've been around a long time. Seen them call a lot of basketball. They do an outstanding job. So we should get a very good officiated ball game in both contests this evening. Looks like they got the floor cleaned up, ready for the jump ball. Colquitt County, of course, come out of Region 1 7A. Lady Dogs in Region 1 2A. 2A, or Region 2 1A, I'm sorry. Jump ball. Lady Dogs got the tip, but went to Colquitt. Lady Packers going to set up their offense first here on the left-hand side of the court as we're facing the three-pointer from the corner up, no good. Brunel with a rebound. She's looking to push it. Head to Daisy Jones. Daisy over to Ansley Brogdon. The ball's going to tip off her hands and go out of bounds. Be Lady Packer basketball. Jeremy, you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you pretty good.
Good. Wasn't sure there. I wasn't hearing myself quite as loud as normal. Colquitt County now with the ball. Another 3-pointer from the corner, up and in. So Colquitt County Lady Packers will take the first lead of the night's ball game. Lady Dogs back up the court. Daisy Sermons with it out top. She's going to get it over to Ansley Brogdon. I'm sorry, Aniston Gano. Gano back to Tanasia Sermons. Down underneath, tried to get it to Brogdon. Intercepted by the Lady Packers. They look to push it. Charging call. The first foul of the ball game. Number 11 of the Lady Packers. Jeremy, we had a whole lot of fouls called in last week's ball game. I hope we don't get that many tonight.
We'll see.
Colquitt County pressuring the ball in the backcourt. We'll get a jump ball situation. Ball to stay with Lanier County. Ball stolen away by the Packers, up and in. Timeout. Coach Ty Randolph says he saw enough. He's got to settle his ladies down and see if he can explain to them how you would beat that trap. Of course, tonight's ball game, Jeremy, is the first regular season game of the year. I think we have 25 regular season games, girls and boys.
Can you hear yourself better now?
I can hear a lot better now.
I had to wait for the game to stop for a minute so I could adjust volume knobs because I'm doing the camera too.
Well, good. Yeah, I can hear better now. I was just afraid nobody else was hearing me.
No, I was hearing you plenty loud.
Good. Of course, I'll generally get a text, hey, I can't hear you. Lady Dogs bringing in under their own basket. Colquitt continues to trap. Lady Dogs is going to beat it that time, but turn it over. Colquitt pushing it. Turned the ball over. Both teams looking to push the ball up and down the floor early. Another foul called on Colquitt County. Number 11, that'll be her second. Team second. Lady Dogs take it out on the baseline. Gracie looking to find somebody. Gets it into Brogdon. Brunel thought about a three-pointer from the corner. Shot just changed her mind. Back out to Brogdon. Walking call. Traveling violation. That'll turn the ball back over to Colquitt County. Another three-pointer up. No good. Rebounded by Colquitt County. Traveling violation. Give the ball back to Lanier County under their own basket. Colquitt backs out of that press. Maybe with number 11 out of the game, they decided they might better stay out of some foul trouble. Lady Dogs are moving the ball around the basket. Can't find an open shot. Brunel puts one up. It's going to be stuck. Got to be a jump ball situation. Ball will go over to Colquitt County.
So they're going to, try to throw another ball up there at it? Is that what they're going to do?
That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to knock that one out just like that. Basically what that is, Jeremy, when it gets stuck, it's a dual possession. So they go to the clock, and they got a possession error, and it goes back in two. Colquitt going to shoot another long three. Up, no good. They rebound but lose it out of bounds. Be Lanier County basketball. We played a minute and a half, and Colquitt County leads your Lady Dogs 5-0.
You should have been here for the JV game.
JV game pretty good?
Well, it was pretty good. They didn't win, though.
Didn't win?
No.
Another foul call. Number 10 on Colquitt County. Be their third, her first. So the ladies played, Jeremy?
Yes.
Okay. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Colquitt County. Nope. Going to say Lanier County basketball. Gracie Brunel going to get it in. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Nasia Sherman. Puts it back up, no good, but she's fouled. So Tanasia will go to the line to shoot two. 22 on Colquitt County with a foul. It'll be their fourth team foul. Tanasia's first shot up and no good. Last week's scrimmage, Lanier County shot a ton of free throws in that ball game and just couldn't connect on very many of them. Shot up and in. Be 5-1. Colquitt County in the lead. They work the ball out front. Another outside shot inside the three-point line. Be a two-pointer. 7-1 Colquitt. Jazz Ryan drove the lane. Lost control of the ball. Turned into a jump ball situation. Possession error stay with Lanier County. Down 7-1 early here in the first quarter. Brunel tried to get it in today to Tanasia. Couldn't. Another long three for Colquitt County, up no good. Rebounded on the other side. Shot up and in. Basket's good. Got a foul. Basket count's going to be 9-1 Colquitt County. Another foul on Colquitt County to be their 5th, be the 2nd on number 22. So Colquitt County's committed 5 fouls. Lanier County yet to commit a foul.
And they have the higher scored. How does that work?
Got to make them free throws, Jeremy. And that's something these girls will get better at as the year goes along. But got to make those free throws when you get in that bonus and double bonus situation that later surely in the first quarter it'll look like. Once you get to 7 fouls, you shoot a 1-and-1. Once you get to 10 fouls, you shoot two shots every time you're fouled. Of course, you shoot 2 on every shooting foul. So Colquitt County called a timeout. Lanier County now bring the ball in. Brunel will bring it across. Daisy Jones going to travel with the ball. Turn it back over to Colquitt. So 4:15 in the first quarter. Colquitt 9, Lady Dogs 1. Colquitt with the basketball. Working it around. Shot up and in. First double-digit lead of the game, 11-1. Colquitt County out front. Kiara Smalls now in the ball game, handling the ball. She gets it to Jazz Ryan. She drives the lane. Ball turned over. Backcourt violation. Lady Dogs came up with a steal, but couldn't hang on to it and let the ball go backcourt. Another timeout.
So just in case you was wondering, Keith, there is a score on the screen right here.
Got a score on the screen. Okay.
And the clock too.
Okay, glad to know that. I wasn't sure. I don't sit up there in that box. I don't trust that box like Jeremy does.
So it's so it's better for you to sit right underneath of it.
That's right.
That's even better.
So if it falls, it'll fall on me. But
yeah.
I think I can get out of the way of it if it falls. I'm not quite under it. I'm under the brace, the framing of it, but I'm not under the box. Cheerleaders making their home debut tonight for basketball. They're coached by Miss Holly Browning. Of course, Clint is going to be here shortly to help us call this game. Miss Holly's Clint's wife. They're big supporters of Lanier County High School athletics. Colquitt County with the basketball. Looking to increase their lead, but they'll turn it over. Lady Dogs working the ball out front, looking for an open shot, not finding many here in this opening quarter. Ball lost and rolls out of bounds. Colquitt County basketball. They're going to have another jump ball situation. Possession error favoring Lanier County.
I just noticed the coach is wearing a tie.
Oh, yeah. Coach would dress up for these regular. Last week was kind of laid back a little bit, Jeremy, being a preseason game. But Coach will get into regular season mode tonight, and he'll be dressed in either a coat and tie every game, or he'll have a sweater on, or he'll be dressed for the occasion.
He had a sweater on during the JV game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a nice red sweater with an L on it that's everybody wanted one of, and he said he's looking into ordering some of those. Colquitt with another three-pointer off the rim, no good, but they rebound it. They shoot another three, no good. They get the rebound on the other side. Swing it back across. They like to shoot that three-pointer.
They do. As you said earlier, it gets them 3 points.
Yep. Got a traveling violation. So, Lady Dawgs get the ball back. Angela Brogdon now bring the ball up the court. Jazz Ryan, and she loses it. Colquitt looked to push. Fumbled the ball. Basket up and in. 13-1. Well, Colquitt County's playing some tenacious defense. We're not getting very many open shots at all. Gracie's going to throw it off the girl's leg and keep the possession in our favor. Because Randolph's going to call yet another timeout. Here in the first quarter, Jeremy, that's about the fourth timeout we've had.
How many does he get?
He gets 5, if I'm not mistaken. I meant to check that and see if there was any kind of a rule change from last year, but in years past, you got 3 full timeouts and 2 30-second timeouts. He's called 3, I think, and Colquitt County's called 1.
Is that the whole game?
It's 5 for the game. No matter when you use them, you got 5, and once they're gone, they're gone. Unless you go to overtime and they give you 1 or 2, I think. Should be Lanier County basketball over on the sideline, on the home side. Gracie brings it in to Daisy Jones. Gracie with a long 3, up and no good, didn't hit anything. Gonna go out of bounds. Go back over to Colquitt County. I think we got another foul. Number 4 on Colquitt County. That'd be a 16 foul. First on number 4. Brogdon going to bring it in, bring it up again. Gets it over to Daisy Jones. She finds Jazz Ryan out on the wing, up to Kiara Smalls. Back to Daisy Jones. Jones tries to drive. Nothing doing, turns it over. Colquitt County looking for the fast break. They'll have to slow down and pull it back up out top. Looks like they're going to work some clock a little bit. Daisy Jones almost with a turnover. Another 3, no good. Rebounded by Colquitt. Lady Dawgs come away with it. Kiara Smalls with a 3-pointer, no good off the back iron. Colquitt on the fast break, shot up, no good. Second shot back up, no good, but she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Jazz Ryan, her first of the night for Lanier County. Send Colquitt County to the line to shoot 2.
Have you seen Clinton yet?
Haven't saw Clint. He
38 seconds left, and he's missed the entire first.
Well,
period.
he said he'd be here in a little bit, so he's freaked those up and in. He had they done the concessions down. They had the annual Bulldog Bowl for the recreation football today at the park, and the the high school basketball tip-off club ran the concessions, and Clint is an officer for the tip-off club. And so he was down there all day, he and Patches Phillips and several others. I saw Miss Ashley Spikes, Lucy Spikes. I saw Miss Hilda Henley. I'll miss a bunch of folks, but there was a lot of.
Hilda Henley, I know her. Didn't she used to be a cashier at the grocery store over there?
She did, and now she's at the bank.
Okay.
Miss Hilda is, I think she might be, I'm not sure she's an officer in that tip-off club or not, but her and Mr. David, big supporters of the Bulldogs and Lady Dogs. 17 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Another three-pointer up, no good. Gracie with the rebound. She's going to try to push it up the court. Finds Brogdon. Ball trickles through her legs. Have another foul call. That's on number 11. That'll be her third here in the first quarter. And it is. Number 11, Gold. 7th team foul for Colquitt County and 3rd personal foul on number 11. Brogdon's free throw's no good. And that'll end the first quarter. Colquitt County 14, Lady Dogs 1. Jeremy, you got a commercial break or anything now? Nothing? Okay. Decent sized crowd here tonight at the Dog House. If you're still out there and hadn't made it in, can get to the game, be a very good remainder of this game, and should be a good boys game this afternoon or this evening. And Colquitt County was about a 500 team last year and in the highest classification in the state, 7A. In their boys program. Not real sure about their girls program, how well they done last year, but this will be the season opener for both schools. Of course, Colquitt County, a perennial powerhouse in football. If you're anywhere around South Georgia, you know about Colquitt County's football program, Coach Russ Probst and his crew over there. They won again last night, looking for another 7A state championship in football. So Lady Dogs will have the ball to start the second quarter. Gracie brings it in to Angela Brogdon. Back to Gracie at the top of the key. She found Tanasia Jones underneath, but a offensive foul called. Tanasia undoubtedly pushed. Lady Dogs showing a little trap in the backcourt. Caused a little bit of problems for Colquitt County. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Gracie Brunel. She dribbles through traffic underneath the Ansley Brogdon. Shot up and in. 14-3. Good hand in there by Nasia Sermons to slap that ball out of the lane. Colquitt reset their offense. Little give and go. Shot up and in, and the foul. Foul was called on. I'm not sure yet.
They have not changed the scoreboard. Oh, there it is.
Shot up and in. 17-3 Colquitt County. I missed who they called that foul on. I couldn't read his fingers when he held them up. They didn't put the player's number on the scoreboard. Another turnover by the Lady Dogs. Having a hard time with that Colquitt County defense. Colquitt County with an easy basket on the other end. Lead back up to 16 now. Ball going to be thrown away and turned over again. 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Struggling with this Colquitt County defense. Number 1, Tanaya Spivey in the basketball game now for Lanier County. Got another young lady dog in there. Tanaya is a freshman. I'm trying to see who the other young lady, I can't read her number. That's number 10, Shantaria Charles. So 2 freshmen at the guard positions. Long 3, no good. Ball on the court, rolls around. Foul call. Number 10, Charles going to pick up her first foul. Lady Dawgs starting to collect some fouls. Jazz Ryan back in. Aniston Gano out. Another 3-pointer. No good. Sherman's rebound out. Gracie's shot up. No good, but she's fouled.
So have you talked to Ryan lately?
I saw Ryan yesterday was it yesterday? I saw it yesterday or day before. He was in the drugstore picking up some medication.
Well, if he's listening, he needs to send me a text.
Okay.
And I think it'll take about 30 seconds if he is listening for me to get it here.
Gracie's free throw's no good. He told me he listened the other night, and he's
yeah, I sent him a text about it. Said, Harry, are you listening? So
Gracie's second free throw's good.
He was in a deer stand, I think.
Yeah. Well, it should be about dark now, so he should be out of that stand and headed towards something with some internet on it that he can catch the ball game. But he complimented us on a good game the other night. Appreciate that. That was a 2-pointer just inside, but didn't hit anything. Colquitt County turns the ball over. Jazz Ryan looking to push it. She kicks it out to Brunel. 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Charles. In the corner to Brunel. Another 3, no good. Rebound, Colquitt County, but they lose it out of bounds. See former Lady Dog head coach Stephen Green coming into the basketball game tonight. He coaches the Irwin County Indians now. I'm sure he's coming to get a sneak peek of our Bulldogs, see how they looking. Brunel's another 3, no good. Rebound Jazz Ryan, shot up, no good, but she's fouled. See, Clint has stepped into the gymnasium. He's making his way up this way.
Is he?
There he is.
There he is.
Jazz's first shot up, no good. Hey, Clint, glad you could get here with us tonight. We told everybody you was down at the rec park.
Yeah, we had a big day down there today. Had all those football games going on, and big fundraiser for the tip-off club for the basketball team today doing the concessions. So real successful day. We were selling some chicken and hot dogs, hamburgers, and about anything you can think of down there.
I hope they done real well. I hope y'all made good for them. Food was good.
I thought so.
This game kind of started out like last week, Clint. A lot of fouls.
Yeah. Dodge County last week, they was in the double bonus halfway through the first quarter.
That's right. We neared the bonus in the first quarter tonight, but didn't quite get there.
All right.
Colquitt County shot a ton of 3-pointers. Fortunately for the Lady Dogs, they hadn't made very many of them.
Well, if you remember, Dodge County did the same thing. They shot a lot the first half and didn't make but maybe one or two, and
Yeah,
was a little more successful in that percentage the second half.
that's right. Tanasia Sherman's with her second foul of the game. Free throw no good. I mentioned right before you got the headset, saw Coach Stephen Green from Irwin County come into the ball game. I expect we'll see a lot of competition, or a lot of our opponents come tonight to watch us play.
Yeah, doing a little scouting.
That's right there. Yeah, I believe we'll see a lot of folks probably from around the area. We're probably one of the few teams playing high school basketball right now.
Yeah, a lot of the teams in the surrounding counties are in the football playoffs.
That's right. Another three by Colquitt County. This one's good.
Man, good shot.
23-5. I think that's 2 for about 25 they've made. Spivey, she's going to turn it over. Colquitt pushing it. Foul call. Official a little bit behind that play, kind of like I was out there officiating football today, Clint. I officiated football down there with them young kids. Man, they run me to death.
Yeah, well, how did Lanier County do in those games down there today? I know we had 8U, 10U, and 12U, and I was only able to catch a little bit of a couple of the games.
Well, I got to call the 12U two of their games. They played 2 games. They won the first one, and then they lost in the championship game. So they finished second in the Bulldog Bowl to the Valdosta Boys and Girls Club, which is that was a good showing to finish second to a bigger town like that. And then the 8U also lost to the Valdosta Boys and Girls Club. So that both the 8U and the 12U finished second. Now the 10U was over on the other field, and I didn't see how they turned out.
I believe they lost to the Boys and Girls Club also.
Is that right? That's right. I didn't see.
Yeah, that's the field I could see a little better from where we were set up at.
I got you. Colquitt County with the basketball. Working around the top of the key. Another three-pointer. This time no good. All rebounded by Tanasia Spivey, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, going to be in that double bonus now.
That's right. Coach has called several timeouts again tonight, Clint, and he has played a lot of players again tonight.
All right, well, non-region game here. He's just trying to get some experience and get some minutes in for the girls. So.
That's right. Free throw up and in. Young freshman on the scoreboard. 23-6. Second free throw also good. So Tanasia might be the one we want fouled. 23-7.
Well, now that wasn't Tanasia there.
That was Tanaya.
Oh, okay.
Tanaya, my bad. I said her name. Tanaya Spivey. Tanasia Sermons.
Yeah, she's about a foot taller than
That's
her.
right. That's right. Tanaya Spivey is the young lady who made both of those free throws.
I'll tell you, I pulled up outside, and the parking lot was full. The faculty parking lot was full, and the student parking lot had a bunch of cars. Don't seem like we're too packed in here tonight, but there was a lot of vehicles out there. I thought I was going to have trouble getting in when I saw all those cars.
Coach has called yet another timeout. I think that's going to be his 4th, so he'll have maybe one more. Yep. Jeremy said there's a program tonight in the auditorium, and what that is, that's the annual Miss Lanier County pageant.
Yep. Yeah, somebody was telling me earlier today that pageant and that
was
Bulldog.
That's me telling you that.
Yeah, you was telling me that pageant and that Bulldog Bowl has been on the same night for many years now.
I think dating back till Miss Lucille Norton's days.
Well, maybe they'll get over and they'll come in here and see some good basketball later tonight.
That's right. I remember there for a while that pageant was here in the gym.
Yeah, it generally is.
I remember my Mallory being in the pageant and my Noah playing in the Bulldog Bowl, and I'd leave the Bulldog Bowl and come here and see the pageant.
Busy day for a parent there.
It was. A lot of fun memories for both. Sure was. That Bulldog Bowl used to be the no-name bowl years ago and got changed to the Bulldog Bowl.
Finally got a name for it.
Finally got a name.
Colquitt County's got some tough defense, looks like.
They do. I've talked about that earlier, Clint. They're tenacious on defense. Another basket up and in, 25-7.
About 3 minutes left in the half.
Almost a steal. Kara Smalls.
I tell you, got to put a little zip on that pass. Seems like they quick to the ball there.
They are. They're fast and they run to the ball. They run to every loose ball. We had several jump ball situations in the first quarter. But like one of their better players, though, Clint picked up 3 fouls in that first quarter.
Oh, yeah?
Daisy Jones with the outlet pass to Gracie. She passes up the layup.
I thought she could have had a reverse layup
I
right
thought
there.
she might. I don't think she realized where she was on the court. Gracie will bring it in. Kanaya Spivey with the basketball out top.
Picked off the cross-court pass.
Man, there has been several of those tonight. There's a double dribble call.
We'll take it. 2.5 minutes left in the first half.
Also talked about earlier, Clint, this is a veteran officiating crew. I know the gentleman underneath the basket, his name is Jeff. He's called a lot of different athletic events for us. And then the other 2 gentlemen, I've seen them around basketball a lot. Gracie with a long 3, no good.
Yeah, I recognize those guys. I've seen them at many of our games. Bobby, I've seen him at a lot of our football games.
Bobby, is that his name? Bobby, the one behind under the basket right now.
That's correct.
That's right. I do, now that you say that. I remember him. He and Jeff caught a lot of basketball, baseball, softball, and then he calls football. I don't know if I've ever saw Jeff calling football.
Right, and I hadn't seen him call football, but now Bobby, I've seen him line judge lots of times. Not so much this year, but in prior years.
Another intercepted cross-court pass.
He's going to take it down for a layup off the glass. We're going to get the rebound. We're going to push it.
Back it back out. Better watch the half-court line.
Brogdon's open. There we go.
Gracie was open.
Let's shoot
She's
that
going to pull a 3 and in.
Good shot.
25-10. Colquitt County wants a timeout now. That'll be their second timeout of the half. See a lot of the folks that were out at that Bulldog Bowl trickling into the basketball tonight. That's good to see. Gym's starting to fill up a little bit more.
Yeah, those last 2 teams got done. It was about 6 o'clock when everybody started to get filed out of there.
That's right.
There's a couple of teams dropped out today, or yesterday at the last minute.
Yeah.
Oh. So 2 or 3 games got canceled today.
I don't know that I could have called another game. I think I was whipped after that last one I called.
I have to get in shape.
Oh, yeah. Another basket for Colquitt County. They'll go up 27-10. Just a little over a minute here to go in the opening half.
Lady Dawgs trying to find
Brogdon with a 3. And
nice. Good shot.
27-13. Brogdon made 2 threes last week then against Dodge County.
Yeah, yes, she did. I remember one of those.
Another transition basket there for Colquitt County.
A good ball movement there.
Brunel with a 3. And
why,
in.
And why not? That's 3 in a row.
29-16. Maybe some of those threes open up some things offensively for us. I think we had a traveling violation, but he's going to call a walk. Thought the young lady moved her feet.
Are you going to call a foul, you mean?
Yeah, he's going to call a foul. It'll be on Ainsley Brogdon. I thought the young lady caught the ball and moved her feet, but Jeff saw it different.
Shooting 1-1.
Free throw's good. Lady Dogs down 14. Of course, they keep making those threes. They can get back in it in a hurry.
That's right.
Second free throw also good. Brogdon going to look to bring it up court. Stops and gets it over to Tanasia Spivey, who drives. Free throw or layup, no good. Jazz Ryan with the rebound, and she gets fouled. Nice move there by the freshman. Just didn't make the layup.
Yeah. I think she was expecting some contact right there.
Jazz is going to shoot from, or that's Daisy Jones, actually, they got the rebound and the foul. I'm sorry. That's a Jazz Ryan, but Daisy with the rebound and foul. She misses her free throw.
And she's like shooting from that left side there.
Missed them both. I saw her do that. I'm not real sure why. Colquitt County with another layup. Brogdon with a three. No good. Colquitt will probably hold it for the last shot. 2. They may not realize that time's fixing to expire, and that's the end of the half. They didn't even attempt a shot. But also mentioned, Clint, before you got here, that the cheerleaders are making their home or season debut tonight, and gave your wife a shout out as the new cheerleading head coach for the Bulldog basketball cheerleaders. And we'll try to get a list of those young ladies, their names, and let everyone know who they all are, maybe between the games if we can.
Yeah, we can do that. I know a game last Saturday, they just hadn't had time to practice because it wasn't the same group that cheered for football. So that's right. They had only had practice like 1 or 2 times, so they was trying to get a couple of practices in before they started with the regular season.
I understand. I noticed our young ladies, our team, went out that side door over there. Where are they going? Is they going using some other location for a locker room now than?
I don't know, but I do see the Colquitt boys going in over there, so
that's right.
Maybe they're going to the locker room and the girls are just going outside. That's odd.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw our guys team earlier. They went out there and then they came back.
They may have some type of hospitality room or something out there. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I know they've at times had hospitality rooms out there, but didn't know them to use anything out that way for a locker room.
Well, they may be using that hospitality room as their locker room since the Colquitt boys was going into the locker room on that side. So.
I got you. And if I remember correctly, our boys came out from that side last week after the other team made their entrance onto the court. Our team did.
I don't recall.
So we're at halftime, about 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the halftime before we get back to action. But Lady Dogs trailing 33-16 to Colquitt County. Clint, I missed all the college football today. Don't know who. I heard that Florida escaped the win, or ended up winning over South Carolina barely.
Right. I haven't seen a single score.
Heard Missouri slipped past Vanderbilt.
Well, you know, Missouri really has been a decent team. They've lost a lot of close games.
That's right.
And then who was that they beat last week?
Missouri, they beat Florida last week.
That's right.
Mississippi State trailing in the fourth quarter 24-0 to Alabama. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State tied in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like the best game going on right now.
That's right. Kentucky looking to get upset by Tennessee.
Oh, man.
And, oh, man, his name just slipped my mind. But what's the Lee Corso last week picked Georgia to beat Kentucky. And his comment was, not only will Georgia beat Kentucky this week, Kentucky will also lose to Tennessee next week. And looks like he's right on that.
Yeah.
Minute and 53 seconds left in that game, and Tennessee all over Kentucky.
Yeah, that's awful for that program because they were looking to have about the best season they've had maybe in their history.
They were
a couple of weeks ago, but now lost to Georgia and fitting to lose to Tennessee. Wow.
Yeah, they're fixing to lose a big bowl opportunity. They would have gotten a great bowl opportunity.
Wow. I wonder if that running back's still banged up for Kentucky.
Could have been an NSC, and that Florida score was 35-31 over South Carolina. Of course, Georgia and Auburn, a kickoff here shortly.
Yeah, I ran home and DVR'd that game a while ago. So
is that right?
But if you want to talk about the score, that's no problem. It won't be over by the time I get home. I figure I'll be home around halftime.
That's right. That's right. May get to see the second half.
That's right.
Colquitt County's Lady Packers are back out on the court.
Yeah, they won big last night. Their football team.
Yeah, I talked about them a little bit earlier, how they had dominated, been a powerhouse team in 7A football.
Undefeated, I believe, aren't they?
Yes, they run the table undefeated during the regular season, and won Region 1 7A.
Yeah, I believe they had a 3-way tie for second.
Is that right?
And and what happened? The way that tiebreaker goes is whoever allowed the fewest points would be second, and Lowndes allowed 88, and one of the other teams had allowed 90. And that's against region opponents.
That's right.
So it still comes down to real close. So Lowndes wound up second, and they won big last night too.
Yeah, I've seen Camden County was the number 3 seed out of that region, and they actually lost. I cannot remember the name. I think to Walton, and they were the only team out of that region to lose. And because of the way things are set up there, they actually do a power rating like Class A does for an at-large bid, because there's 4 teams in Region 1 Quad A, and they don't allow all 4 teams just to automatically make it.
Well, I thought as long as they
make it, Tift County did make it as the at-large team.
I thought as long as they won one region game, they automatically made it.
And that could be possible. I'm not sure. I know Tift County did get in, whereas last year the 4 seed out of that region didn't get to go.
You know, that's awful for Tift, because they really started out, looked like they were going to have a very good year.
Yeah, but they actually won their ball game last night.
Okay.
Tift County is advancing to the second round. They beat a number 1 seed out of the north.
Okay.
And it was a convincing win. It was like 42-7.
Yeah, I believe they beat Lowndes pretty good too.
Yeah.
When they played them in the regular season, and they beat Valdosta. I think they beat them by a pretty good margin.
That's right. And then teams from our region, Turner County was defeated over in Colquitt by Miller County last night, 13-7.
That's a close one.
Trying to think who else played. Charlton County played Taylor County. Charlton came away with a big win. Of course, they're rewarded for winning that game by getting a trip to Clinch County next week. They get to play the Panthers.
Oh, man. Now, what about Wilcox? What'd they do?
Wilcox lost to Tryon 20-19 after leading for a large majority of that ball game. Great year for head coach Ken Kofer up there. Coach Kofer's daughters actually attend Lanier County High School. Coach Kofer, former offensive coordinator here at Lanier County. And he had a very good first year up at Wilcox. And
yeah, I believe they had not made the playoffs since 2012.
That sounds about right. And their coach retired, I believe, or stepped away from football after last season. And Coach Kofer took over that program this year and got them back in the playoffs. Good, very, very good first year up there. And then going back to Miller County, their reward for winning last night over Turner County is they get to travel to Irwin County next week and play the Indians.
If you want to call that a reward, that's going to be a tough game.
That's right. And of course, Irwin is the Region 2A champions. They went undefeated 10-0 in Region and won 7-0 in Region 2A. Of course, Clinch County was 9-1 with their only loss coming to Irwin County. Those two teams played in last year's Single A state championship in football. So
you hadn't remembered it. Irwin beat Clinch in the regular season last year and wound up losing to them in the state championship.
At home. They sure did. And the game got snowed out or something up in Atlanta. They didn't get to play in Mercedes-Benz. And they moved the game to the following week at Irwin.
That's right.
I actually went up and inspected all the temporary seating they put in up there to make sure that as many folks as was possible could get to see that ball game, because it was a state championship game and you wanted every fan that wanted to see it to be able to see it, and they was able to make that happen. They done a very good job of getting their stadium ready for more folks than what they could typically hold up there, and they done a very good job of doing that. So
right, yeah.
And proud for them that they was able to host that state championship game. I know it's fun for the kids to go up and play in Atlanta and play in the Bend. They used to go play in the Dome, but there's nothing like playing a high school state championship game at a high school.
Well, it's good for the home team.
Well,
the visitors probably rather not play there. But
my wife being from Thomas County, we went to I want to say 6 to 7 state championship games for Thomas County, and some at home, some on the road, and it don't matter, home or road, either one. It's a better atmosphere than it is in that Dome, in my opinion.
Well, because you got that Dome is so big, and there's going to come nowhere close to filling it up.
That's right.
The fans are closer to the field and everything at home. So
we went to Thompson, Georgia, one year. I think it's back in like 2002. Thomas County Central played Thompson for the Thompson Bulldogs, and Thompson ended up winning that game. But that was an awesome football game. Awesome atmosphere, and you just don't have that. If you can imagine last year's Clinch game here, if you put it in the Phillips Arena for basketball, it's just not the same.
That's right.
So we're getting ready to start the second half. We've talked all about high school football, and we'll get back to basketball.
We're going to inbound, start the second half. Get down low.
Nice play. Just couldn't finish. Play designed very well, executed but couldn't score.
Yeah, rattled around, just didn't fall.
Colquitt County with a give and go, and they couldn't make it happen.
There's the first foul of the second half. It's going to be on the Lady Dogs.
It'll be on number 5. That'll be Jazz Ryan. Sure if Mr. McGillis will put that foul on the board or not. Colquitt County to the line. He says that's Jazz's second foul. First foul of the half for Lanier County.
Second shot's no good. We're going to get the rebound. Brogdon's going to bring it down. Nearly a travel. They pick it off. First shot's no good. We'll get the rebound. We're going to have a travel violation.
Yep.
Looks like they're going
to call another timeout, Colquitt County. So, Clint, we won't have very many timeouts in the fourth quarter.
They used them all up.
They used them up, didn't they?
That's right. I see Coach Green now making his way up the stands.
He's been down there and got a hot dog. Because I've been meaning to try to contact, maybe somebody will tell him if they haven't already told him, but somebody to contact Coach Clay Clark and let him know about these broadcasts. He lives over in Broxton, Georgia, I believe, still, and it's a good ride for him. He still comes out here, him and his wife, and supports our program, and
Yeah, I see him in a lot of the games last year.
That's right, another traveling call. He came up. They were actually, him and his wife were at the state softball tournament.
Oh, really?
They were. I saw him up there I think I saw him there on Friday. But
well, that was a game to be at now.
that's right, and of course they live a good ways away, and when they can't make it over this way, I've been wanting to get with him and let him know he could catch our broadcast. And Gracie with a nice turnaround shot in the lane.
Colquitt County going to work it around the perimeter.
Shot up and in. Another turnover.
Going to be wide open in the corner.
Another three-point shot. Now we're going to have an over-the-back call.
Yeah, that's right.
Something rare you don't see.
Lady Dawgs going to inbound. Looks like they're still going to run a soft press. Daisy going to pull up a mid-range jumper, no good. Tanasia going to get the rebound. Back up and one.
Nice rebound to put back there.
Yeah.
34 looks like is who he called that foul on. (35-20). Free throw, no good.
Lady Dawgs pick it off. We're going. Daisy Jones going.
Oh, she threw it to the wrong team. Good hustle there by Jazz Ryan, but couldn't corral that down there in the corner.
Colquitt going to bring the ball down. Try to work it inside, and we pick it off. They get it back, but a travel.
Kind of aggressive style of play there.
Yeah. Lady Dawgs going inbound. They still running a pretty tight press. They pick it off, bring it back across.
Looks like tonight Spivey's going to check back in down there in the next dead ball. Another three-pointer in and out, no good for Colquitt County. And another over-back penalty. Used to not see those called. Used to see them all the time. Then for 10 years they went away. This official's brought it back. So.
That same call, I think they're just trying to get a substitution. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Lady Dawgs. Gracie's going to inbound to Tanasia.
Well, looked like she may have traveled, and I think she did. Yep.
Yeah, she did, but I thought they could have called a foul before the travel.
I saw that also, but coaches maybe telling him the same thing.
Yeah, Randolph's down there telling Bobby, you can give us that foul, man.
Coach does a good job of working officials without crossing the line that you're not supposed to, and you're not supposed to make those guys mad. He just talks with them and says, hey, man, next time, see it this way.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen – he's been here this be his third season, I don't know that I've seen him get a technical called on him.
I don't think I have either.
But I've seen him get pretty aggressive with the officials.
Basket up and in for Colquitt County, 37-20, midway through the third quarter. Kara Smalls brings it across. Nice Spivey to Gracie Brunel. I'm sorry, that's going to be Shantaria Charles. And I may have that name wrong too. I'll get them all right before the season's out. We don't have that young lady's number, as a matter of fact, that young lady's name, number 11.
Coach is going to need to give us an updated roster.
He is. His roster, his numbers keeps changing on his jerseys.
Colquitt's going to inbound. I believe it was a foul on us on the floor. Three-point shot is up, no good. We get the rebound.
They're now 2 for 75 from the three-point line. Traveling violation. Ball will go back to Colquitt County. Another three. No good.
2 for 76.
There you go. $25 White. It's going to be Tanasia Sermons. Should be her third, I believe.
That's correct. Colquitt going to shoot the free throw. First one is good.
Man, she has zero arch on that ball. It just skimmed over the front of the rim and through the nets.
It did.
More substitutions. Free throw no good, but Colquitt County rebound, puts it back up no good, and a foul.
So we're going to go shoot 2 more.
23 White, going to be Kara Smalls. I believe that's her first foul.
Now, is that Jeremiah's sister?
I'm really not sure. And I used process of elimination to figure out that's who she was.
Well,
free throw up and in.
Yeah, I know we talked about her last week and didn't know who she was. I did verify today that is who she is. That's Smalls. I believe that is Jeremiah's sister, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Second free throw no good, and again they get the rebound. This time put it back up and in. 41-20, largest lead of the night for Colquitt County.
They're still pressing us too.
Try to get it across within 10 seconds. Gracie finally does. She's fouled.
That basket's going to be no good. It's going to be a Lanier's ball on the side over there.
Daisy Jones and Jazz Ryan back into the ball game. The Georgia game should be kicked off, Clint. 7:03, it may not be, but it's getting close.
Well, that's a must win for them.
But yeah, each one from now on it's must win for the Dogs.
Yeah,
if they want to make the playoffs.
Nice little run and shot by, was that Jazz Ryan?
Jazz Ryan, number 5.
That was a travel. Can't take 3 steps.
I don't know. Gracie going to drive the lane. Running one-hander, no good.
Gracie's open if I can get it to her.
Little tap pass. Oh, she's going to be blocked. Oh, good strip in there.
Oh, they call it a foul.
They're going to call a foul. Looked like a good hand. Be on Jazz Ryan.
It looked to me like that was a clean strip as well to me.
He signaled a foul on Jazz, but I thought Kara Smalls was who made the foul. But Colquitt back at the line. Free throw no good.
I thought that was a foul.
Gracie's going to drive again. She's pushed. 5 gold.
We're going to inbound under the basket. I believe I'd have Tanasia down there under that basket ready to catch that thing and put it in. But she's not in the game, actually. I just noticed that.
Number 11 with the 3, no good. That's another freshman. I remember her from last year on the middle school squad. Don't remember her name. 3-pointer up and in this time. 3 for 77.
They're bound to make one directly.
44-22. Colquitt County out in front.
Colquitt's got a tough defense. We just working the ball around the perimeter, trying to find somebody to cut to the basket. Gracie's there. They cut it off and
tried to force it in there and couldn't get it to her, but it stayed with us. Yep. Shantaria Charles back into the ball game.
Fortunately, she didn't get hurt over there on that sideline. She went down awkwardly. Colquitt gonna bring the ball back across. Mid-range jumper is up and good.
46-22.
About a minute left in the third quarter. Lady Dogs have the ball. Working around the perimeter. We pull up a 3, Jazz Ryan. It's no good. Colquitt with the rebound.
Coach telling somebody to go in. I thought he was telling Kamarion to go in. Kamarion did too. He got up. Clint, Oklahoma's first down and goal. Looks like they're going to escape another one.
Yeah. Been a lot of close calls this year in college football, I'm going to tell you. I believe it was last week I thought Ohio State was going to lose again.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Tennessee did beat Kentucky's final. Alabama's final score 24-0.
Another intercepted pass there for Colquitt County and a foul, flagrant foul on Shantaria Charles.
That was awfully weak for a flagrant, I thought.
Yeah, but she gave her a forearm in the back on a layup, and veteran official, he's not going to allow that. Colquitt County will get 2 shots and the basketball. Number 11 shoot 2.
First one's no good.
Oklahoma goes up 48-41. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in that ball game.
Colquitt's second shot's up and good. Well, looks like they got that one.
Yep.
Sealed up. Colquitt going to inbound the ball.
Under the basket, that number 11. She looked to me like probably one of their better players. But she picked up 3 fouls quickly in the first quarter, and she hadn't played much since till recently here late in the third.
Yeah, now she's fitting to shoot 2.
I don't know what that was.
I bumped my headset against this ladder I'm sitting beside.
Uh-oh. Throw up, no good off the front of the rim, but Colquitt County gets yet another offensive rebound.
And another foul.
And another foul. That's at least 3 times I've saw here in the third quarter where they've got an offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Yeah, they're very, very aggressive on the boards.
Another former Bulldog coach, Jonathan Williams, I see coming in the basketball game tonight. Sitting down over on the home side.
Where's he at these days?
Last I heard, he was over in Brunswick, coaching football over in Brunswick.
So he's not scouting. He's just here to see the Bulldogs
He's just here
play.
to see the Bulldogs play.
Colquitt County with another rebound and another foul.
Always good to see some of our former coaches come back and support the kids they one-time coached or.
Yeah, I agree. And Colquitt's first free throw's up and good.
Another big college football game today, about 20 miles away from here. VSU hosting West Georgia.
Yeah, that's going to be a good
top
one.
10 matchup in Division II football.
Second free throw's up and good. Now, I do not know if it happened, but I read that College Game Day was going to announce their picks of that game today on the.
I saw that too, and I didn't even.
Daisy up with a desperation 3 at the buzzer.
No good.
So it's going to be the end of the third quarter. Colquitt County leading 50-22. Yeah, that'd be a big win for VSU if they could win that one. Either way, I think they get to host their first playoff game.
That's right.
But if they win that one, I think they have a bye the first round.
That's right.
And get to host the second round.
That's right. Well, for most of the year, West Georgia has been the #1 seed in the South region, and
yeah, the super regional, is that what they call it?
I believe that's right. And West Georgia has VSU has just gradually rose to the top, and this week they overtook West Georgia. And VSU was the #1 seed, and West Georgia was #2.
Yeah, that won't matter. It just depends on who wins tonight.
So we'll start the fourth quarter, Colquitt County basketball. Three-pointer again, no good. Rebound, back up, no good. Blocked by
Tanasia.
now a foul on Colquitt County. Lady Dogs have committed 9, Colquitt County 5 here in this half.
It's a non-shooting foul. The next time, I believe, will be in the bonus.
That's correct.
Lady Dogs working around the perimeter. Jazz going to drive, and they're going to have a foul, so she should be going to the line and shooting a 1-and-1.
Colquitt County subbing in. Getting some younger players into the game here in the fourth quarter. They were 2 points away from making it a shortened fourth quarter. Jazz Ryan's first free throw up and in. Second one no good.
Colquitt County the rebound and bring it across half court. she was going to take that three. Near steal
Daisy
by
almost stole it.
Colquitt County going to slow it down, run the clock a little bit, pull up a long three. No good.
They get the rebound, though, put it back up and in.
It looked like she just tipped that ball from her waist.
It did. From our angle, Gracie with a nice drive, layup, no good.
Caught him sleeping, but just rolled out.
Clint George is going to force Auburn to punt on the first series of that ball game.
I like that. A little 3 and out.
Well, Auburn got a first down on the first play and then went back.
She got a double dribble. Colquitt. We're going to turn it over and give it back to the Lady Dogs. Jazz Ryan's going to inbound to Gracie. Looks like they're going to back off on that press now. Gracie brings it across. She's going to shoot a three. Up and no good. Rebound Daisy with a putback, no good.
Little set shot there.
Yeah, nobody was on her.
Nice shot there from Colquitt County. Little running jumper. 54-23, 31-point lead, largest of the night. Gracie with a three and in.
That was a good long shot. It's just 2 or 3 feet behind the 3-point line on that one. Colquitt gonna bring it across.
Gracie with a steal.
Should have a wide open layup.
Up and in. 54-28. Nice hand in there by Daisy Jones, slapping it away.
Seems like Colquitt does about the same thing every time. They bring it across. They either work it to the left or they work it to the right, and they throw it to the corner, and then somebody cuts and they throw it to them, and a lot of times they have a wide open layup.
Yeah.
Or if not, we foul them and sends them to the line. Colquitt County going to take their time, pass it around.
Another hand in there by Daisy Jones.
And if she don't get a hand on that, that probably goes out of bounds because
that's right.
The Colquitt player wasn't there in the spot she was supposed to be to catch that pass.
That's right. Daisy came in last year, and I'm not sure if I can't remember now, she's a freshman or she's a sophomore this year or a junior, but she wasn't very big on the offensive end, but she done a very good job on the defensive end and caused a lot of trouble for opposing teams defensively.
I agree. She's fast, got good hands, getting a hand on the ball and deflecting or stealing. Gracie wanted to take another three.
Jazz Ryan with a good drive, shot up no good, but she's fouled. Blocking foul.
She should be shooting 2.
Jazz done a good job running bases this year for the Lady Dawgs softball team.
Well, that's Daisy now, not.
No, I'm sorry, Daisy Jones. Yes, I'll get the names mixed up. Been a long, long day, Clint.
I understand. First shot's no good.
But yes, Daisy Jones, and she done a very good job coming in as a courtesy runner this year and got in a few ball games and played some defense and maybe even had a hit or two.
She get some at bats?
I think she did in some of the games, not in the playoffs and all, but regular season.
Second shot's no good. Going to be rebounded by Colquitt. They're going to bring it across.
Never put the ball on the floor.
I was fit to say the same thing. But we also they didn't have no pressure either, so.
Right.
Gracie going to inbound to Broggy. Nasia. Got that
good job.
Up
good play.
Rattled around and fell in.
56-30 now. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Colquitt County still with their starters in the ball game. Nice running one-handed shot.
Daisy had an open lane to the basket. I don't think
Great
she realized
play
it,
pass there from Jazz Ryan.
Yeah, that was a good assist. Yeah, Daisy caught that one over there on the wing, and she had a wide open layup to the basket. I don't think she realized she was open as she was, but still a nice play. And turned into 2 points for us. 3-pointer up and no good.
Again.
We
Got an
got
offensive foul call.
I believe we're going to be shooting 1-and-1.
Yeah, somebody's going to go. It's not a player control foul. It was an offensive foul, so it should be a.
I think it was a loose ball foul.
Was it?
If it's a loose ball foul, I believe we get to shoot a 1-and-1.
That's right. He held his arm out like an offensive foul, but if it's not a player control, in other words, a charge,
Right.
then you shoot free throws.
Yeah, I think they were both going for the loose ball, so we may be shooting 1-and-1, but or at least our girls thought we were. I seen them run to the line down there.
All right. Yeah, there's another former Bulldog coach, T.J. Brown, in the house.
Yeah, he's been down there at that ballpark all day today, too.
Clint George's first and goal.
Already?
Their first drive. They started on about the 12-yard line. They drove down first and goal on the Auburn 2.
Have any big plays?
I haven't been watching. I've been watching the basketball game and looked down and seen it was first and goal, but we have trouble scoring right there, and we get pushed back to the 5 on that first down and goal.
We got to punch it in. All right, Lady Dawgs going to inbound with about 3.5 minutes left in the game. Daisy catches it on that wing. Working around, Jasmine's going to drive.
Nice drive. Basket no good. I thought she may have gotten fouled. No call.
I thought they could have called it on them or us.
Yeah, he had to call one way or the other, and there was no call at all. But we're getting late in the ball game, and
Yeah,
Daisy almost came up with a steal.
late in the ball game with don't have a close score. They liable to let them play a little more.
Justin Fields comes in and takes another about a 3 or 4 yard loss for the Dogs.
Man, we have struggled inside that 10-yard line. All right, it's going to be turnover on Colquitt. Lady Dawgs going to inbound. Gracie into Broggy. Broggy's going to bring it across. Got facing some pressure. She gives it up to Jazz. Going to have a 3 in the corner up and no good. Colquitt the rebound, bringing it down.
Shot no good, but rebounded.
Going to be a jump ball, maybe? There's going to be a foul.
Foul on the floor. Not sure who they're.
Wow.
Fourth and goal, Clint. Couldn't score.
We'll have to kick a field goal. Well, we'll take the points.
Well, we have struggled down there. Mightily inside the 5 yard line trying to score. We got 2 big backs. We're supposed to have a great offensive line, but we have really scored, and Rodrigo Blankenship's going to have to kick a field goal. Colquitt County back to the line. Tanasia Sermons is going to foul out of the game. Picks up her 5th foul.
2.5 left. 2.5 minutes left. Colquitt County at the line. First shot's going to be up and good.
59-32. Second shot's in. It's going to be 60-32.
Lady Dawgs bringing it across and almost lost it. Good pass down low, but
got to make that basket.
and if we hadn't been fighting each other over the ball down there, we probably had 2 more points. I don't think Smalls knew that Gracie was right there behind her. Colquitt brings it across again with no dribble.
Timeout, Colquitt County. Not sure what that's all about. 28-point lead, 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and you call a timeout.
I understand.
Might as well use them. You can't use them next week, but with that kind of a lead, I don't understand that timeout.
I don't either, unless she's trying to get her bench in there.
No, and there's no substitutes at the table. So
So it's going to be Colquitt 60, Lady Dawgs 32 with 2:07 remaining.
Kind of an ignorant timeout call. Clint, they keep more and more people coming in.
Yeah, maybe that pageant's getting over there next door. It looks like the home side's only about half full over there, but a fourth of the visitor side at least has Lanier County fans over there as well.
That's right.
Colquitt on the inbound, long cross court pass, and we pick it off.
Jazz Ryan gonna push it.
And blocked out of bounds by Colquitt. 2 minutes left. Lady Dawgs going inbound. Can't believe
Kara
it.
Smalls with a shot up and no good.
I thought they held her arm on that shot. I hadn't seen Gano or Kimbeck in the game today.
Haven't saw Kenbeck in the gym tonight. I don't know if she may be sick or what might be the situation, but she's not here today.
Gracie with a mid-range shot, up no good. Colquitt with rebound.
Cost another 3 for Colquitt County.
Another miss.
3 for 80.
Out of bounds. We're going inbound. It looks like we're going to put our bench in with about 1:27 left.
Looks like Ava Brogdon in the ball game. Shantaria Smalls. Tanaya Spivey. Not sure of those other two. Now Colquitt County decided she would play her JV now.
Well, that number 11's still in there.
Yeah, number 11 ain't coming out. So still see 2 or 3 young ladies on that Colquitt bench that have not played.
Hey, that was going to work it around the perimeter.
Shantaria Charles with the basketball.
Working in the corner. And I'm not sure who shoots.
Shot up, no good. Rebound, got her own rebound. We got a foul call.
On 12, I believe, on Colquitt.
Looks like Shantaria Smalls will go in.
Going to the
Clint.
line.
Oklahoma State scored to make it 48-47. Chose to go for 2, and Oklahoma broke the pass play up and going to hold on and win that ball game 48-47.
Why didn't they just go for the extra point and go into overtime?
Free throw no good. Colquitt County with
Believe
the
she
ball
made the-
under a minute left here in the ball game.
She made the first and missed the second, didn't she?
Yes, 60-33. Time winding down here in this basketball game.
She was wide open and let it go by her. And
Shot no good, back up no good, rebound. Lanier County's going to come away with it. Tried to force it up there, couldn't get it in.
they're going to have a wide open layup now.
62-33.
Probably be a final possession here.
Possibly, nope.
That's
Steal by Colquitt County. Shot up and in.
64-33 looks like that's going to do it.
Shot up, no good. And the time will run out. 64-33 will be the final. So, Lady Dawgs will fall to 7A Colquitt County tonight. 64-33. Now Clinton will get a break for Thanksgiving and come back here in 2 weeks. And we'll face, trying to remember who our opponent is.
Is it McIntosh?
McIntosh County Academy here in 2 weeks. Be November the 24th will be the next time Lady Dawgs be back in action. Of course,